So this is what he said. CETA is an important part of Ireland's diversification story, particularly post-Brexit and against the volatility of US tariffs and the uncertainty in the global trading environment. In plain terms, guys, they're forcing me. There's a clear lack of autonomy from Mr. Harris's statements. Who wrote Ireland's diversification story for you, Mr. Harris? Who was in the chamber that day? Particularly post-Brexit. So this is his core script. The aim of this bill is to allow us proceed with ratifying CETA and other arrangements with investment protection provisions. So this guy believes in the market. And as transferring that, he says this is a priority for the government. No, your government. Not least against the background of today's volatile international trading environment. Okay. What is volatile tariffs? If you read between the lines and the bullshit, big powers used tariffs as weapons. We need protection from that. But Ireland is lending its complicity to this hostage negotiation. He treats CETA as a fix for tariff risk, but does not mention that this treaty hardwires in the same logic where corporations and investors, the same ones who lobby for tariffs, can take us to a private court that's just for them. And he does not mention that tariffs are a tool of war. A state that threatens us with them is not one you enter into binding treaty with. He keeps saying the aim of the bill and the priority of the government without mention of the Supreme Court or the Constitution. In plain terms, we are changing our laws to get around the system and make sure these pipelines are switched on for our investors. Let us all forget that the Supreme Court found CETA in direct conflict with the Irish Constitution. Shh. Mr. Harris doesn't want you to remember that. Stop being so bloody clever. Woke TikToker. Priority for the government. Who? Who do you mean? The trade machine. Your business lobbies. What about the renters? The young people? The patients? The people in flood zones? But don't worry, Simon Harris says this is good for Canada. Canadian and American firms want to secure access to European goods. They want legal protection for their mining activity in our country. Fuck the tenants, fuck the miners, fuck the workers, fuck the climate, fuck the public services. No mention that Ireland is signing up to this system as a subordinate. The word Ireland is doing so much work here. To him, Ireland is the state, the businesses, and maybe the people over here. And this is one big blob. And don't ask him specifically which part of that blob is being served by this. So why does Simon speak such shite? His job is to keep global capital happy. He thinks that he needs to show Brussels that Ireland is a good European citizen and prove to these North American companies that Ireland is open for business. His information diet is very skewed. He lives in an echo chamber. Business lobbies and other people who write these bills. He doesn't want to hear from tenants or unions or climate campaigners. So he lives in a bubble where a trade deal in the investor court feels like the modern, grown-up and sensible solution. And he, like a rat finding bait, gets immediate praise from business, pro-business lobby, European commanders. He might never feel the budget cuts. He might never face the loss of autonomy in policy making. They're making it so that structurally it doesn't matter how left-leaning a new government is, they will be able to overwrite the decision-making process in the investor courts, and ultimately neoliberalism will be able to dictate the terms. It is colonization. That's it. He, like a horse, has an incredibly narrow view.